Welcome back to the last quarterfinals in the winners bracket. We have Viper against ACCM. You can see the draft here. Very surprising, ACCM is banning Goth instead of Malay, which is probably the strongest civ in Italian, Spanish, Malay, and Goth. So Viper, no surprise, banning Burmese, Mayans, Berbers, Britons left. Actually 3, I guess, Archer civilizations, so maybe Goth banning is not the worst idea. But still, it's really surprising to see that. Let's go for the first game. We have Viper playing as the Spanish here on the way to Castle Age. ACCM as the Mayans also up to Castle Age. Let's go for the map quickly. For the maps, Viper has the second gold safe in the back and an extra gold, which is nice for him. So good gold income secured. Main stone forward here, but it's forwarded just on that already. Re-walling a little bit. Main gold also forward, not too nice. Second stone forward outside, and the third gold actually on the far side, but outside as well. Viper did not lure the deer in. I guess maybe one, but not more. One really close to space, and this one not too far away. Let's go for ACCM space. See what it looks like with the Mayans. He's on stone. Don't really know about that mining camp. I would have preferred to see it here maybe. 5 villagers on the main stone, which is in the back here, relatively safe. Extra gold, I think, also in the back. Oh, I didn't see Viper put up a tower. Interesting. Second gold safe in the back, but the main gold and the third gold are forward on that side. That's where the cast is coming up immediately. So Viper actually saying, let's try to keep you off gold, but it's not going to last for too long. Also the second stone forward, so this cast is actually really important here for ACCM to get up, and it's not going to be a problem for him. Then there's 1, 2 more relics on the left-hand side. Do we have extra resources? More? Yes, 1 extra gold, 1 extra stone. And that means I'm missing 1 relic, which is here. So in a neutral zone, but a little bit closer to Viper, I guess. Let's see, ACCM get his castle up. Plumed Archers on the way. Viper not going for the castle immediately. Instead, a TC on the second gold here in the back, and another TC number 3 on the wood line. So Viper saying, let's go for a few villages first, and then maybe after that, let's put up a castle in a defensive position and go for some conquistadors. Let's see, ACCM should now go for map control for a monastery probably, try to get some relics, and he's got 5 plus 1 Plumed Archer on the way. Fletching not done yet, wheelbarrow instead on the way, interesting to see. Is ACCM going with any extra TCs? Not for now, and that's only 1 lumber camp? No, there's the extra TC actually on that second lumber camp, on the wood line and the stone. That was the main stone before, but I think he's mined a lot already. And ACCM now to the Plumed Archers. Viper is not even going for a monastery yet, he's building a barracks instead, which is interesting to see. I'm a little bit surprised about this, but letting Viper boom is something you cannot afford, so ACCM needs to go aggressive here probably, or try to go aggressive while booming, which is ideally, or which is the ideal, to call it like that. TC number 3 coming up on that wood line and the main gold. Nice TC spots for ACCM, and there's the castle coming up for the Viper. ACCM can probably see the castle coming. No, I can't even see it. Wow, that's interesting to see. The Plumed Archers, no fletching. Now ACCM should be able to see the castle and knows, okay, I have to go back, because Viper is putting up that castle on the main gold. Fletching coming in from ACCM only now. And I guess Viper is going to go with a few conquistadors. Did I see some petards here? Yes, on the right hand side. And like that, ACCM is going in, but he's going to find a few houses and buildings to actually wall Viper completely on the other side as well. So Viper with a really nice wall up, and the siege workshop coming up next to the castle with a few conquistadors on the way. Viper 65 villages against 47, so it's like 18 villages ahead, and that means he will be able to put up a lot of conquistadors or put them out, and he can't really take this fight against the Plumed Archers. There's just too many of them. The conquistadors are faster, a little bit at least, and they have 1 more range, so actually Viper can do a little bit of extra damage, and now with the Mangonel he should be fine. Handcard on the way, 24-28 is a good timing, considering he has a castle up, and 71 villagers. He will be able to go to Imperial Age anytime soon, as soon as he stops conquistador production, let's be honest. Then he can save up the resources. ACCM with another castle in the bank here, 746 stone, and a good amount of Plumed Archers on the field. University and monastery are up, but nobody's going for the relics. Actually, Viper has 2 relics already, so he's actually getting the relics from the left hand side. ACCM picking one up from the right hand side, and he should be able to get this one maybe, but only maybe here, because there's Mangonel, there's Conquistadors out, Leather Arch Armor even coming in. ACCM doing ballistics, which is a very important upgrade. We're going to put that second castle, really not too sure. Maybe should go with the outside here on the left hand side to protect the golds. Not sure, but I think he should think about Imperial Age, and as you can see, ACCM is not so far away, but neither is the Viper. He's just got 8, 9, plus a few more villages maybe on gold. Yes, that's actually 7, 8 more, so it will be fine. He is putting up another TC number 4 on the wood line, so Viper wants to go for a fully boomed economy, and he just sold 300 food and clicked up to Imperial Age. So Viper up first, the Conquistadors on the field already with 2 mangonels hitting the walls, and ACCM pretty much staying at home. He's not engaging here. Is also clicked up to Imp, not far behind, and a siege workshop coming up, but I don't know, you need that second castle, you need the plumed archer production, I think, otherwise you will be in trouble, and Viper could even go for paladins here. I think ACCM with that castle in the bank, that is not looking good. You need that, you need plumed archers, you need army. Viper is behind an army, but the Conquistadors are strong, and I think Bloodlines done already, husbandry on the way, plus 2 defenses done, so Viper apparently going full Conquistadors. Let's check, he's gonna be up to Imp first. There's Archer Rangers actually now coming up. He's not producing anything. It's not going to be Archers. Elite Skirmishers is possible. Maybe even Hand Carroners against upcoming like Halberdiers or Elite Eagle Warriors. It's possible. Viper, do you have a University? No, not yet. So maybe it's just going to be Elite Skirmishers here. But look at Viper's resources. This is just crazy. 108 villages and so many resources on the bank. Elite Conquistadors on the way? No. Elite Skirmisher, Conscription, Captain, Boatkin Arrow, 2-man saw, Bracer for ACCM, and probably going with the Trebuchet, not yet, actually only 1 castle for the Viper, and ACCM now building castle number 2, and I hope soon to come up castle number 3. He's going with nothing right now. These plume archers have braced, and now chemistry on the way. I think ballistics was done before, so actually the plumes are pretty strong at this point, but they need the elite upgrade, and I think ACCM will click elite really soon. Now he's moving in, but it was too big mangonel shots on those plumed archers. ACCM losing a lot of units, and the elite skirmishers are actually quite strong at this point. This castle will never go up, but please cancel it. Yes, ACCM got the stone back, and Predator Charm, Heavy Block, Conscription, but not going for elite plumes, and that's so important. I think he should have gone there immediately. Viper did not go for the elite conquistadors, instead doing siege rams and elite skirmishes now, which is actually a pretty strong combination at this point in the game, because nothing can beat those siege rams fast, and elite skirmishers are a perfect count with the plumed archers. This castle may not even go up. There's only 3 villages, 1 villager remaining, and Viper is actually focus firing the villagers. This castle should go up. It's actually up, but there's 3 siege rams already, only Captain for ACCM. Viper, a lot of food in the bank, could actually go for elite conquistador, chambarding armor, so he's preparing cavalier probably, and this castle is going down, so ACCM left with 2 castles here. Siege ram was a very good idea for the Viper. It was really fast. Look at the resources, it's just crazy. Paladin upgrade on the way, a castle coming up forward, ACCM calling GG here. Wow, that was huge. Elite skirmishers taking down plumed archers. Not elite, that's the biggest problem here, and I think ACCM maybe needed the elite plumed archer or siege ram or elite eagle warrior. With elite eagles he would have been fine for some time, and then he could have tagged into halberdier. Like this, Viper taking the game really fast, 36 minutes in. ACCM is actually calling GG, but it's really far behind in economy, 60 villager difference, and Viper is trapping down the next castle here. So game 1 going to Viper. Let's go into game number 2. Italians or Malay? Purpose of pretense, let's find out. We have Viper in the yellow again as the Italians, and we have ACCM in purple as the Berbers. ACCM going with the staple blacksmith, Viper market blacksmith. We have the main gold forward for the Viper is actually revolving here. We have the main stone also forward, but a second stone safe in the back, Viper with 2 villagers on that, and a second gold also safe in the back. The third gold quite forward actually between the 2 players, and 1 relic here close, another relic close to Viper's space. We have then 1 relic in the neutral zone close to extra berries, and on the right hand side 1 relic close to ACCM's third gold. There's the second gold both forward outside on the far side here. We have the main stone somewhat forwardish on the far side, the main gold on the side in the back, relatively safe actually. And we have then very strange trees here. Some are stragglers, some are forest trees. I don't know what that's now. It's actually all forestry. You cannot even cut and palisade them. In the back we have this open extra gold and extra stone, but ACCM, ooh, he scouted that. Very good for him. So you can see his extra resources, and he's actually hunting down Viper Scout using the 2 scouts that he has right now. It's 3 actually, or no, it's a knight inside and a monastery coming in from ACCM. He's not on stone, instead he's building a TC on the main gold, and I guess another TC will come up soon. Viper going with, what do we have? A second TC on the wood line. The third TC on the wood line and the second gold. Nice TC spots here. Do we see a monastery from the Viper? Not yet. Apparently he's not even going for monks here. Wonder what his plan is. Maybe a relatively fast 3 TC mini boom into Conquerors. Is that an option? possibly is an option actually, and he's not going for monks right now. Instead we're going to see a castle at this some point in the game, because Viper has 6 villages on stone. He is not in map control at all. He's just taken on one of the scouts but has to run away now, and ACCM in the meantime should be able to grab all the relics, or maybe almost all of them. Let's see if Viper is going for monastery anytime soon. I don't see it. ACCM 2 TCs, is going for 30C, yes, on the wood line, and here on the wood line the main gold. Nice line of TCs, actually, farms in between them. Can fit a lot of farms around, this is good for him. And a nice wall of coming up with the houses, barracks, stables, monastery. There's one relic inside already now. And ACCM also attacking the gate, but this can take quite some time to go through. My ACCM, like, really happy about all the relics he's gonna get in, and gold money coming in from him as well. Viper is 8 villages, 8 villages ahead, and he's doing handcart. Before 22 minutes, stone mining also coming in. Now going for his main gold, which ACCM could have attacked a long time ago. I think ACCM would have done good with the siege workshop, but Viper now going with the castle, so he needed to go earlier like this. Viper's castle will go up, and I think ACCM cannot see the castle. No, he cannot see that yet. So Viper actually able to protect his main gold. ACCM now got that siege workshop up, but it's a little bit too late. He's getting all the relics in. He's got 2 plus 1 coming in, and plus 2 coming in, and the last one he will be able to grab that too. Viper housed on 70 is going to finish the castle. Is he building a house somewhere? I don't see it. Actually, university coming up, and a few more houses in the back here with 70 villagers. He will be able to click up to Imperial Age before 24-minute mark. Yeah, Carter coming in, because why not? I'm not sure. I guess Viper streamed these games. It's possible at least. And Viper is going with Genoese crossbowman. That's really surprising for me, because I think if ACCM is going with the camel archers, he will have a huge advantage. But stables coming up from ACCM, I don't really understand this. Why aren't they going for the standard unit? The go-to unit for the Berbers is camel archers, and I don't really understand that. I don't really get why ACCM is not going for the unit. On Arabia, I imagine ACCM would go for the camel archers if he could. And like this, future Genoese crossbowman actually doing the trick. Is Viper getting barracks as well? Are we going to see siege workshop up, so possibly bombard cannons? And Viper 82 villagers. Pavis coming in, I think that's for... Is that for more armor or for more attack for those Genoese crossbowmen? Let's check. Pavis is done. I don't really know it. Not really even sure how to pronounce this. And I think it was the +1/+1 defense here. Second castle coming up from Viper on the main gold. Viper is going with Genoese crossbow, Bracer chemist to run away. Imperial Age done soon. Chain barding armor, and ACCM choosing to go Knights Cavalier. I don't think this is a good idea against Italians here, because they're usually going for monk, and those Chinese crossbowmen with the upgrade 6+3 and actually 6+4 incoming. Viper with the micro even able to take down that Mangonel, and the siege workshop went down 2 castles up for the Viper. ACCM 5 relics doing Cavalier now, but why? I don't understand it. You have a castle, go for the camel archers. They will be stronger. They should be stronger against those Chinese crossbowmen. They have +5 pierce armor, okay, but the camel archers have 85 HP when they are fully upgraded elite camel archers. And Cavalier now moving in, +4 done, but we have Genoese crossbowmen underneath 2 castles, and elite Genoese crossbowmen on the way now. Bombard cannons for Viper up. He's actually taking his 3rd gold now as long as he can. For now he's got map control, 2 men on the way. And Viper 104 villagers, almost fully boomed with a good amount of farms, but he mainly needs food and wood, I imagine. Sorry, gold and wood. And now the Cavalier moving in, but there is still 2 castles, and the Genoese crossbowmen getting dropped outside, now dropping back. And the lead upgrade, I think they get more bonus attack against those Cavalier. So right now the Cavalier from ACCM dying really fast here. He's not going for any camel archers, which is really disappointing to see. I think with camel archers he would have won the game here, could have been winning the game. Maybe not easily, but I think Italians don't really have a good counter to the camel archers. Right, like this, Viper saying, okay, bombard cannons, Genoese crossbowmen, they will be fine enough. I don't even need pikemen or something like that, because look at this, the Cavalier are melting, and they are really dying fast here. Fletching coming in for ACCM. Now I think he's starting to produce camel archers, but it's really way too late. He should have gone for them way earlier. Now a few janitors may be coming up. It's not a bad idea, but the elite Genoese crossbowmen with +5, they will be able to withstand this attack as well. And Viper even going for the extra gold, the TC outside, very good to see for him. And going with a forward castle, that's castle number 3 coming up. ACCM's castle dying to bombard cannons. The trebuchet is not counter-attacking, not yet at least, and Viper microing the bombard cannons. A few Cavalier moving forward, but they are not even going close to those bombard cannons because there's too many elite generals crossbowmen around. And castle going down for ACCM, 20 against 26 military units. Viper winning this game with elite Chinese crossbowmen. I cannot believe this. Plate Malar, McGill's now coming in. Viper doing a lot of barracks, and now the Condottiero starting because they should be a good raiding unit and they should be decent against anything that ACCM is putting up right now. Camel archers, but not elite, and there are so many elite Chinese crossbowmen that ACCM is calling GG. 108 population, Viper on 176. This is actually sad to see because Berbers against Italians. I feel ACCM could have won this if he would go for the standard meta, which is the Camel Archers. Go for elite Camel Archers, go for Hussars later on to support that, bombard cannons or rams maybe, and win the game like this. Viper 2-0, and we're going to see a match game number 3. Maybe it's a psychological advantage for Viper. Right now, Malay against Britons, it will be a civ advantage as well. Viper going up to fuel age at 944, 23 villagers only, producing 2 more villagers. He's pretty much gone for fast fuel age. This could actually work for a tower rush really nicely, but Viper, as you can see, he opened his own walls. He didn't send any villagers forward, just scouting, just maybe pretending to go. ACCM gone to the barracks here. Let's see how ACCM is going to react. He is walling a little bit. He's also on the way to fuel age, 25 villagers. Lost the scout. Viper only 3 HP scout left. Let's go for this map actually. Main gold for ACCM, safe in the bag. Extra gold inside, which he scouted, very good for him. The second gold forward outside, the second stone actually blocking this gate. One very close to his base. This didn't need to be palisaded because you can tower hop this. On the other side, the other gold for ACCM, another really close. And where's the stone? Main stone forward. Did I see the second stone already? Yes, I saw it on the left hand side. So ACCM's base, the main gold safe in the back, that's alright. Other than that, not really too good. Archer range, Archer's coming up, and ACCM on the way to castle age. 1528, he will arrive there. Viper, as you can see, a lot of farms up. He's going with more villagers, building a blacksmith now. He's got the market up already. He is on stone actually. I think at least 3 villagers in the main gold, which is safe in the bag. Second stone safe in the bag. The main stone forward in the corner, but there's 2 villagers on that stone. We have the second gold on the left hand side, or maybe it's the third one, because the second gold actually inside on the right hand side, one really close to space. And Viper gonna arrive at castle age 1607. But he's got 30 villagers already, so he will have a lot of resources available, and he will have more villagers working than ACCM, of course. We have an extra gold here on the left hand side, one relic not too far away from the Viper, one extra berry patch here. It doesn't really matter. ACCM doing both, so Carter coming in from Viper, and a siege workshop coming up forward for ACCM. So let's see how aggressive he's going to go now. Maybe not so much respect anymore, maybe he just needs to go aggressive here. And against Malay, it's not going to be easy. Viper is up to castle age. A TC coming up on that second stone on the wood line, can fit like 3 farms maybe around here. And is he going for another TC? Not yet, does not have the wood yet. Also coming up, I think the next TC maybe on the main gold, somewhere around that. Yeah, there we go. Now ACCM going with the siege tower. We're going to see crossbowmen inside Viper's base. Let's see how many crossbowmen is ACCM going to drop in. I think at least 5 would be good. Maybe like 6 or 7. Siege workshop coming up from the Viper. Does he know about the siege tower? I don't think so, but maybe he expects something like that. And there is the siege tower coming up. Crossbowmen, few of them getting dropped inside, not all of them. ACCM is just ungarrisoning, now is attack the walls. And there's the crossbowman inside Viper space. Viper immediately coming with a Scorpion. That's better than Mangonel actually, because the Scorpions have 7 Pierce armor. And those crossbows take quite some time to take a Scorpion out and still can be repaired. And Viper with 3 TCs, 1, 2 here. This 2 TCs, really nice defensive structure. The market forward doesn't really matter, and there's a few houses on the blacksmith. So actually Viper is fine for now. These crossbowmen cannot go in. Viper housed on 50, a little bit of a mistake, but it's not really too big. And 47 against 39 villagers, so Viper is also ahead and booming already. Viper bought, did he buy food or did he buy just now? Maybe he bought stone because he almost got enough stone for a castle. He's got like 6, 7, 8 villagers working on that second stone, finally going for the wood line actually. And Viper enough stone to put that cast up, I think close to the main stone might be a good idea, or in front of his main TC to just protect all his base. Both is possible. Let's see what Viper is deciding. Actually in front of the main TC. I guess I like this better because ACCM could still go up to Imperial Age stronger, and I think faster, and I think Viper wants to get Karambit Warriors out later on. Let's see for ACCM. 56 population, that's 47 villagers. He went with TCs on the main stone and not so far away from the wood line, and with the TC on the main gold. That means no TC on the wood line at all, and I'm not really a fan of that. that, but let's see how ACCM is going to play this, if it's going to be enough. Mangonel attacking the gate, and there's still crossbowmen around 5+2, that's fletching done, boat carrier not yet, and the Mangonel moving out, but I think Viper should go back. Actually a good shot here, and the siege tower not really helping. Now Viper has units inside his castle, that's 4 Caramid Warriors already. Is he going to produce more? I guess not, because right now he doesn't feel the necessity to go for that. He is just happily going to boom a little bit more, and remember Malay going up to even to Imperial Age fast, and that means Viper will be up to, will go up to Imperial Age quite fast. He's got 40 TC now up and running. I wonder if you see him going for a lot of... he's actually now going for the Caramid Warriors. As you can see, there's 11 plus 5 coming in. So Viper saying, let's invest a little bit, let's go for a Castle Age army, maybe do some damage here. The Scorpion's actually moving around. Is Viper going with the Siege Tower maybe? I hope to see that, would be awesome. Caramid Warriors starting to raid. Actually now going with the Monastery. No relics getting picked up whatsoever. The Scorpion's hitting a lot of crossbowmen. The crossbowmen need to go back. That's 3 Scorpions. They can do a lot of damage actually. And Viper's gate is open, but now the Caramid Warriors moving out to hunt down these crossbows. And while those Caramids +1 defense are quite weak, that mass of them and the cost effectiveness is really good. And like this, the Siege Workshop will go down fast. Viper Chainmail Armor Squires not going up to Imperial Age yet. Instead, he's got enough stone for a second castle now, which he's probably going to put either on the main stone or even forward, which is possible. He's going aggressive. ACCM actually clicked up to Imperial Age first. Let's see what the plan is for ACCM. Here is going with the castle in front of the main stone, but the Scorpions will be annoying, and a few villages will die. That's 2-3 villages at least. That's probably 4 or 5. The castle though going up, and those Scorpions are dead now. So is ACCM's forward. Is going to lose a lot of houses, and castle coming in front of the main stone. Viper also on the way to Imperial Age. You can see he clicked up like 1.5 minutes later, but he will be there like 30 seconds later only. And Viper, let's see, ACCM, the resources looking alright. What are they going to do? More crossbows on the way, so probably Arbalest. I think champions would be better here, and they are not going to be too good either against the Caramid Warriors. Viper is soon to be up to Imperial Age, creating so many Caramids, 19 military units, that means like 40 Caramids already. And Arbalest Bracer coming in, Conscription Plate Mail Armor from the Viper. Look at the group of elite of Caramids, not elite yet, but I think Viper will go for elite very soon. Arbalest now trying to take those down, but the numbers advantage is still for the Viper. Arbalest with 5+5 range, now third castle coming up, elite Caramid on the way, Cap Ram, chemistry for both players, and Viper is just gonna wait for his chance to actually move forward. I think he's gonna wait for elite. He's got the 1+4 defense already, 124 bridges, so fully boom. That fourth castle coming up in mid-castle age, very nice to see. And now the Caramids are in position, spreading up a little bit, and those Arbalests will die so fast. I fear that ACCM is calling GG now within a matter of minutes. Castle coming up forward, but Viper is gonna send the Caramids to take down all the military units. ACCM dropping to under 10 military units, almost 0, and the castle getting attacked by Caramids and Catrams now. Viper doesn't even need a trebuchet here. He's just spamming Caramids all over the map. He's got good resources. He can afford a lot of those. He's producing from all castles. Actually, he's going with the trebuchet now, but he's not going to lose too many units, and even if he does, who cares? Let's be honest. Now, 2 Capra moving forward. This castle is Doom Blast Furnace on the way to make these elite Caramids fully upgraded. I think in a new patch they have 7+2 instead of 8. +2 or +4 coming attack, so -1 attack, but it's really not a big nerf, it's not a big problem here. Viper moving forward with the Cat Rams, the elite Caramids moving forward, and ACCM knows this is over. He cannot defend against those Caramids with just Arbalest. He needed units, a lot of units, and that's what Viper can get here. That's what ACCM cannot get. Viper with 52 infantry units and spamming more and more. So Viper taking 3 games like it's nothing from ACCM, who went to the quarterfinals here. Very strong achievement actually, but Viper is on another level. Really, he's on Arena. There's not a lot of players who can beat him. I guess there's better chance on Arabia for a lot of players, but on Arena it should be very interesting semifinals. Hope you enjoyed the set, and see ya in those next games then. GG.